Hello student, good morning all of you. I hope you all are fine. I Neeraj Khare as a science teacher of class 7th. So dear student, let me now start chapter 3rd, fiber to fabric, the second part. Already complete for the half of the chapter for the previous classes for the Google Meet, and today is complete for the chapter fiber to fabric. So first of all, first one is a silk, and silk being a form of the sericulture. Then third point is the life history of the silk moth, formation of silkworm, and fourth one is the development of the cocoon. So dear student, first we start for the silk. Silk is a natural fiber which is the obtained from an insect. It's called silk moth. So silk fiber are also animal fibers. Silkworm spin the silk fibers. Silkworm spin the silk fibers. The silk fiber is made up of a protein. Silk is the strongest the natural fiber. Strongest natural fiber. Silk is a natural fiber which is the obtained from in the insects. Sericulture means silk forming. Sericulture means silk forming. The rearing of silkworm of obtaining silk is called sericulture. Sericulture is a very old occupation in India. Sericulture is a very old occupation in India. India produce a lot of silk on a commercial scale. India produce a lot of silk on a commercial scale. So before we discuss the process of obtaining silk, it is necessary to know the intersecting life history of the silk moth. Intersecting life history of the silk moth. Life history of silk moth, formation of silkworm. The female silk moth lays the egg on mulberry leaves. Mulberry leaves, the egg heart teaches the into very small larva within a beak. Within a beak, the larvae of the silk moth are called caterpillar. The larvae of the silk moth are called caterpillar or silkworm. The silkworm feed on the leaves of the mulberry tree and grow bigger in size. Mulberry tree and grow bigger in size. Development of cocoon. When the silkworm or caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage of its development is called pupa. Development is called as pupa. So dear student, when the silkworm or caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage of its development is called pupa. It is the first base a net to hold itself, then it the swimming its the head from side to side during this movement of head. During these movements of head, the silkworm secretes the fiber made of protein, which is the hardness on the across to air, and becomes the silk fiber or silk thread. Soon the silkworm cover itself by silk fiber and turns into the pupa. This covering is known as the cocoon. The silkworm continues to develop in the form of pupa inside the cocoon to form the silk moth. Pupa inside the cocoon to form the silk moth. Production of silk. In order to produce silk, the silkworm developing inside the cocoon as the pupa is not allowed to mature in the adult silk moth. So as the soon as the cocoon is formed, it is the used to obtain silk fiber, and the developing silkworm gets the kill. Some of the silkworm are however allowed to live and the mature into the silk moth so that they can lay egg to produce the more silkworm. To produce more silkworm. There is a varieties of silk moth which is the look very different from one another, and the silk yarn they yield is different in texture. Thus the tracer silk Kosa silk, Muga silk, etc. are obtained from the cocoons spun by the different types of moths. Different types of moths. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. The silk obtained from the cocoons of mulberry silk. Moth is called mulberry silk. Mulberry silk is a soft, lustrous, means shiny and elastic and can be dyed in beautiful colors. This is a life cycle of silk moth. Life cycle of silk moth. So we start the fertilization between the male and a female moth. So female moth by egg on mulberry leaves. Egg in the mulberry leaves is the second part, and third one is the eggs mulberry leaves, and fourth one is the developments of the around the caterpillar. So look at very careful this picture and the life cycles of silk moth. Pure and artificial silk. Pure silk is the obtained from the cocoons of silkworm and it's the made up on the protein. Artificial silk is the obtained from wool pulp and it is the made of the modified plants material, cellulose. Modified plants material is called cellulose. Just like silk wool is also made up of proteins. Made up of proteins. So as the pieces of the woolen fabrics also burns, giving the smell of burning hair. The thread which the burn giving smells of burning paper will be cotton fibers. Cotton and paper both are carbohydrates. Both are carbohydrates. Cotton and paper both are carbohydrates. Cotton and paper both are carbohydrates. So paper is made of cellulose obtained from the wood pulps. So on the burning and cotton and the paper both given similar smell. Similar smell. From the cocoon to silk. From obtaining silk, silk moths are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk thread. Collected to get silk thread. The rearing silkworm, a female silk moth lays the hundred of egg at a time. A female silk moth lay hundred of egg at a time. The eggs are stored carefully on the strips of paper or cloth and sold to silkworm farmers. The farmers keep the eggs under the hygienic condition. The farmer keep eggs under the hygienic conditions. They warm them to the suitable temperature for the larvae to hatch from egg. The larvae are kept in the clean bamboo, dried along with the young and the freshly. You put the mulberry leaves after 25 to 30 days. The silkworms stop eating and starts spinning the cocoon. The small racks or the twigs may be provided in the jars to which cocoons get attached. Cocoons get attached. Rearing of silkworm. The first one is a female silkworm moth with egg, and second one is the mulberry leaves, and second one is the mulberry tree, and C for the larva caterpillar silkworm feeding on mulberry leaves, and last one is called as a cocoon, and this one is a leaf of mulberry. The processing of silk, the cocoons are collected and boiled in water to kill the insect inside them. The rusting fibers is known as raw silk. The silk fibers separate out. So processing of silk, the cocoons are collected and boiled in water to kill the insect inside them. The resulting fibers is known as the raw silk. The silk fibers separate out. The reeling the silk. Reeling the silk. The process of taking out fiber from the cocoon for use as silk is known as a reeling. The silk. Reeling is done in a special machine. Silk fiber are spun into the silk threads, which are woven into the silk cloth by weavers. So, dear students, reeling the silk, the process of taking out fiber from the cocoon from use of silk is known as reeling the silk. So, reeling is the done is a special machine. Silk fibers are spun into the silk thread, which are the woven into the silk cloth by weavers. Discovery of silk is very important. This topic of the discovery of silk. So, dear student, first one of the discovery of silk was made in China. Who is the first one that discovered? So, silk was made in China a long time back. But according to an old Chinese legend, the Empress Si Tung Chi was asked by the Emperor Hung Ti to find the cases of the damaged leaves of mulberry tree growing in their garden. The, the empress found the white worm eating up mulberry leaves. She also noticed that they were spinning tiny cocoons around them. Accidentally, a cocoon dropped into her cup of tea, and tangles of the delicate the threads separate from the cocoon. Separate from the cocoon. The empress found the white worm eating up the mulberry leaf. She also noticed that they were spinning the shiny cocoons around them. Accidentally, a cocoon dropped into her cup of tea, and the tangles of the delicate their threads separated from the cocoon. Silk industries began in China and was kept a closely guarded sect from the hundreds of years. Later on, the trades and the travels introduced the silk to other countries. The route they traveled is still is called the Silk Route. Still the Silk Route. Even today, China leads the world in silk production. India is also among the leading the silk producing the countries of the world. India is also among the leading silk producing the countries of the world. In India, a large number of women are engaged in the various activities related to the silk products such as the rearing of silkworm, reeling of silk from cocoon, and processing of raw silk into fabrics. So, dear student, today this chapter is complete. So, I send you the PDF for your exercise. So, complete your work and send me. Thank you.